This is what we have to tell the public that Saturday is the event and we're set for Saturday. So, once again, I would say, as he said, this is the country we have, the Gambia. We are all proud to be Gambians, and whatever we do, we are promoting Gambianism, and the album promotes Gambia and Gambianism as well. So, everybody should come and be part of that journey as a Gambian. Just grab your tickets, be with us on Saturday. Let's enjoy the Christmas together. Let's enjoy the louder season together. Let's celebrate Hussain. Let's celebrate Gambian music, and let's celebrate Gambia as a country, and let's celebrate anybody who is living here in the Gambia. All right. So yes, on a short note, this is all we have. We initially we were not going to entertain questions, but later we decided that we can take 2 or 3 questions from you. Probably if there is anything that you would want to clarify, then we could take 5 or so minutes to clarify those things before we draw this to close. Okay. We have 13 in the album already. So there are 12 songs, and the 13th one is a bonus, which is a remix of the other one. So the album is out on all digital platforms since November 12th. So you can just go to all the platforms, either AudioMark, either Spotify or Apple Music, so you can have access to the album. It's track 1 to 12, but then there was one of the tracks, Enemy Lay, which is remix, and the remix is added onto the album to make it the 13th track. Yes.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Musa Jere, and I'm from DRA TV 24.
Thank you.
It's a gratitude and a pleasure of being here. Actually, Hussain Dada have been doing instrumentally well in the musical scene of the Gambia. He's one of my favorite artists, and I always look up to him as a role model. Okay. So I just have 2 questions to ask in relation to when it comes to Lauda, and I am actually going to ask Hussain for these questions.
Okay.
So the first one is, how do you think this project reflects your musical career, and what unique things can your fans expect from you from the day of the album in comparison to the previous ones?
Well, thank you so much for that question. Appreciate it. Well, actually, as a human being, whenever you're working on something, you don't want to work on something that actually people are going to say, last year we have actually heard something like that. That's why it's very difficult to work on a body, on a whole album. Because like our album doesn't look like an EP or a mixtape that you could just put whatever songs together. So if you listen to International Local last year, and then you listen to Louder this year, you're going to see a lot of changes, because you're going to come to realize that last year, when we were working on International Local, we have so many bop songs on it. Songs that you can just get in the club and then you just see them popping and that. But when we're coming into Louder, it's more of me putting out a message. Even though we have some of the songs on International Local that actually focuses on that, but this one, you will see like there is changes that are going on in his life that is actually trying to put light on songs like Not Impressed, songs like Kodo, songs like the Louder songs itself. These songs reflect on people's everyday today lifestyles, and because you might have somebody who has friends that have stabbed them in the back, they can relate to songs like Not Impressed. You look at Kodo, that's our day-to-day lives. Everybody's looking for money. Everybody's trying to make money. But like that money doesn't come easy. But you just need to keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. So I think that's what I have of your questions. I hope that's enough for it.
Yes, thank you so very much. The second question will be a follow-up question. Okay. Having listened to Lauda as one of your fans, I realized one of the songs where you collaborate almost about 17 or 16 Gambian artists is becoming or is already a national anthem.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to know what inspires, what motivates that song. How do you get all those artists on board and then actually voicing their voices out?
Okay, getting the artists on the song was more easier than actually having the idea of the song. Because like most of these artists are people, some of them look up to you, some of them, you've already jumped. Because like the good thing about it is most of these artists are still yet to be known in the industry. So it's easier to work with them. Because for the artists that's not that known in the industry, once you call them with the name you have, they will actually respond quickly and then they will want to do it. And I've had this idea since just after the international local album. I think it's the first idea I have before working on the louder song. Like I wanted to have a song that I'm gonna bring too many upcoming artists on, but how to put the song in order was a problem, because like having many artists on the song, I didn't want it to be a cipher. A cipher, you can just take any hip hop beat, put different artists on it, and then they all come and spit what they have to spit. People just listen to the lyric side of it, but it's not a bop. Like people cannot vibe to it for too long. But I wanted to create a hit song, but bring in many people. So when I brought the idea to people, every time I ask for advice, people are like, "Nah, I don't think it's a good idea." Because it's too many artists you want to put on one song. So I was like, but let me just execute it and see how it's going to be. I always knew it was going to be a song that people were going to talk about, but I didn't know it was going to be this big. So, but then the artists, they delivered so good, thanks to Asidik and all the other artists, they all did fantastic. And I'm really glad that all of these artists, they're having their own shine from this song. So I just hope they will make good use of it so that people can keep feeding into more things they're doing. So I'll start with the first one, which is the timing. So for the timing, I believe everybody that goes to Gambian concert knows that even in as much as we try very hard to start these concerts early, to make sure that these concerts are not going to go late, but I believe the fans, they themselves, they're the ones that actually want a concert that people are going to be at for long. Because normally fans they don't come early to shows. Normally it is 1 a.m. that you start seeing people popping mostly at shows. 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m. is when you actually know that almost everybody that's supposed to be on the ground is there. So it's very difficult for you to be on stage early when the fans are coming late. If it was up to the artist, it would have been, we could have been the problem. But if the fans are coming late, then we wouldn't have any other choice but to delay the show as well, because we would want everybody to witness what's actually going on. So this is the problem we always have with the timing. So I believe that the fans, they themselves, they love it. But you said a time frame. There are people that their families can tell them that you can go to the show, but you have to be home at a certain time. But you can remember that this is the reason why shows are mostly done on Saturdays. Because mostly on Sundays, people don't go to work, people don't go to school. So your family can understand that if they feel like the security there is good, they send you with somebody that can actually watch over you, then I think that will be a good thing for whoever is coming to the show. And the next thing is about the security. 2021, when we did the show at Q City, we came to realize that the security we brought, it was lesser than the crowd that was coming in. So from 2022, 2023, we actually always try to make sure that securities that we're going to bring, because it's too many people coming. It's too many people coming. But like we always make sure that the most important places that people are mostly, we always have securities there to make sure, because people's safety is always our top priority. So we don't play with that on any show that we have. Like one thing I just realized about every time my show is coming, I feel like that's when you know that it's a give and take. Because like the energy you give is the energy you receive as well. So I always feel like sometimes there are some of these medias that I don't know, but I see them posting the flyer, I see them showing love. I'll just sit down and be like, okay, they're promoting the show, but like we didn't reach out or whatsoever. But then you have people that work for these media houses. Maybe you have done something good for them. Maybe they've met you and then you gave a good impression, and then that's the reason why they're promoting you. So as it stands right now, the media houses, the promoters, the influencers, I believe they're doing a very great job when it comes to our promotion. Because every time I get on the media, it's either 2, 3, or 4 of these people I see posting it, and then they always playing a big role towards that. Because at the end of the day, like I said before, this is Gambia. If we're doing anything, if it's a Gambian thing, let's actually make sure that we always go hard on it as Gambians to promote it. Because if it goes well, it's Gambia. If it goes wrong too, it's Gambia. So we always have to be there for each other at all costs.
Thank you, Hussain. I want to close by saying, if Gambians are looking for somebody with an incredible personality, somebody who is well disciplined, some very steadfast, and somebody who knows exactly what he is doing, that was the guy who was talking to them right now. And we're very happy that Gambians are giving support, and we want you to continue giving support to Hussain and Gambian music. We want you to support Gambia, and we want you to come on Saturday and feel Q City. Be assured we are ready for you, and be assured it's going to be a good experience. Be assured we're going to have securities in place, and be assured after the event, whatever proceeds that we have at the event, put into things that could impact the society, because the Gambia is what we have, and the Gambia is what we will always have. Thank you very much for being with us, and I'll see you all on Saturday, inshallah. Thank you. Yeah.
Louder. Dada.
Stylish Pro on the max.
Good lord. Kasad. Nina miranil coming from Nina miranil yamin kenna.